Hey guys, Novaexplosion, welcome back to more Wild Arms 2. I have no idea when you guys are seeing this, but I am back with the game. This is the post-game section, similar to the first Wild Arms. I beat the game and then I did like all the optional content, got the Platinum Trophy after the credits rolled. I made my way out of, out of Glaive La Gable and Spiral Tower. Also really misleading how you can actually save after the final boss of the game. However, you can't load the game. If you load the extra file, then it just gives you a bunch of movies to watch. You can like rewatch the cutscenes of the game and stuff. You can't actually like play the game beyond the final boss. So in hindsight, it would have been better to beat the final boss than or beat the final boss as the last thing. But you know, it is what it is. I did this for the first Wild Arms as well, so it's like, it's all good. But anyway, my levels are a little higher. I fought another heal content enemy. I fought a couple of them and I just got my levels up. I also have duplicators. So for duplicators, I will show you guys how to get duplicators really quick. I'm not going to actually do it, but I'll show you how to get duplicators. You go to the Meteorite Crater Dungeon, which I gotta remember where that is. But the Meteorite Crater Dungeon, it's not here. Is it this way? No, not this way either. Oh, it's like down there, I think. I think it's like all the way to the south. Yeah, I think this is it. So you go to the Meteorite Crater Dungeon and you can find an enemy that has duplicators. I think the name starts with a B. Actually, you know what? This game is a monster album. I can actually show you right now. This is in alphabetical. It is this enemy. So this enemy right here, as you can see, can steal duplicator. There's a chance that the enemy will have a duplicator to steal. You roam around here near the meteorite crater and you can find that enemy. There's a chance of finding it. You won't always find it, but there's a chance. So that's how I got like 12 duplicators. We're gonna need those for a little bit later in some of the dungeons. But yeah, here we are, the post game. So the first thing we're gonna do is go to the werewolf's den. We're gonna finish that dungeon properly because I never actually finished it because it was very annoying because it was so dark. However, after doing the final dungeon and getting Ashley's flare gun, I thought to myself, hey, are we allowed to use the flare gun to make it a lot more tolerable? And it turns out that is how it works. You're allowed to do that. So that's what we're gonna do. I think this is where the werewolf's den is. It's possible I'm very wrong. Turns out I'm very wrong. Oh, where was the werewolf's den again? I think it's like up this way. No, it's like a little cave entrance. I'm trying to remember where the werewolf's den is. It's like here? It's somewhere. It's right here, isn't it? Here it is. Alright. But yeah, oh, by the way, in Glaive La Gable, I got like 4 of the armors in the playthrough. I got the other 2. The statue puzzle was a little tedious to do, but you could probably look it up and figure it out. But the Glaive La Gable thing, I got all the ultimate armors. Well, I don't know if they're the ultimate armors, but the best armors in Glaive La Gable. And I also got the Rising Nova cartridge with Ashley, which is in the room in the final dungeon with all the doors, and one of them has an electoral glyph. But again, you can look those 2 things up. There is a really helpful playthrough out there. They go by the name David Vink. Their playthrough was very helpful to me in trying to do all this content. So anyway, flare gun. So as you can see, it is light again, which is amazing. So I think we go south here. We are going to finish this dungeon properly. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier with having the thing. Having the, what's it called? Having the flare gun, because I hate dark rooms. So apparently that's the first room. It says to go south. I think that was south. In the second room, there's apparently going to... Can I run from you guys? I'm like, really... I'm a lot stronger than you. I don't need to do battles here. But, yeah, it says to go... It says in this room we're gonna have to use bombs to blow stuff up. The problem was... It was so dark that I couldn't see where... Oh, petrification ends mid-battle. I mean, that makes sense. Should be, like, Something here should be bombs. This is a door you can destroy. Yeah, see, it's really hard to see that with the dark room. Like, imagine trying to find that without the flare gun. Like, my word, in this darkened room, imagine trying to find that. It just sounds tedious. I think I can also destroy this. There we go. Yeah, so this is already farther than we got. We didn't even get to destroy any walls when I first did this place. I sense the waves of a guardian. A guardian must be near here, but this is a strange, powerful feeling. This is the first time I've ever felt this particular sensation. A strange guardian? It doesn't mean that. I can't believe this is sacred ground dedicated to the guardians. Give me a second, chat. It's a waste of time. We need to move on. We have no time to waste. What on earth? Why is so many? I was trying to open like my guide, and now it's just like a lot of them are opening. I'm the Guardian of Desire. If you want this power, give my name. Luceid. I'm going with your default name. Classic Wild Arms 1 reference. Those who do not know my name, leave here immediately. Oh, do I have to spell it a certain way? Did I not spell it right? Oh, it's... yeah, I spelled it slightly wrong. It's Luceid. My mistake. I mixed up the E and I. Luceid. No. Luceid. Luseid. There we go. Okay. Ashley. Oh, Ashley's dead. Battle with Lord Blazer wasn't enough. Where is this? I've been waiting for you, Ashley. The one with a connection to the blazing demon, Ashley Winchester. Who are you? Isn't it Luceid? Yeah, look at that. Lo and behold. Luceid. It's been a long time, Ashley. I mean, we saw each other at the memory puzzle or whatever. Why are you here? I've been waiting for you. Anastasia asked me to. She wanted me to help you. Anastasia wanted you to. But it's meaningless if you aren't the type to use me correctly. I'm the Guardian of Desire. I only lend my powers to those who make use of my power. Do you understand my meaning? A person's strong desires become my food, the source of my strength. It's the flesh and blood I need for my power, a desire stronger than any other. I ask you, what is it you desire? What I desire? I desire a peaceful, daily life. Marina's there with Grandma, Brad and Loka too, along with everyone from ARMS. Days with no need to fight, days with no disputes. Is that your hope? I don't wish to be a hero now. There was a time when I wanted to be a hero, but that was to protect everyone's happiness. Ashley is such a good protagonist. I didn't want to see anyone suffer, but there's a simpler answer. The truth is I wanted to protect Marina's smiling face, so I... Doesn't matter what the power is neither good nor evil. Power can become good or evil depending on who uses it. The hope is the same. What you wish for is the same as Anastasia. A good desire, a desire suited to become my flesh and blood. Luceid. Your strength will come from the hope wrapped around your body. When you desire power, call out my name. For the daily life you desire, I will become the sword to battle all kinds of blazes. This is definitely like meant to be, again, because the final boss is like the end, so they assume you do everything before the final boss, but the fact that we're doing this after makes it so weird. I mean, it'll prepare us for the super bosses. We can interpret it that way. I use people's strong hopes for my power. I, the Guardian of Desire, Luceid. I will be with you until the day when your hope has been exhausted. I like stopped recording by accident. Apparently pressing the space bar on my computer stops the recording, so sorry about the weird little cut there. Attack Mad Luceid acquired. Let's go. Promise kept. Learn Mad Luceid in the Werewolf's Den. I did not know. New milestone reached. Let's go. I'll trophy level up. Are you okay, Ashley? You disappeared so suddenly, I was worried. Didn't mean to worry you. Guardian of Desire Luceid called me, and he lent me his strength. Luceid. He's the guardian who was always right there beside the sword Magus. I've heard he's a noble guardian for which no medium exists. If you can borrow Luceid's power, your warning powers will be strengthened. In my case, my presence alone guarantees grand victories, but frail humans need to borrow the powers of the guardians. Be grateful. Words. Alright, whatever. Alright, Luceid is done. So now we can make our way out of here. Good stuff. See, that was so much easier with the flare gun. And not at all annoying. Oh, whoops. I wasn't even walking in there. So now, there's a couple of other optional dungeons we can tackle. As well as getting... I know Lilka's level 3 force we need. We also need 2 more of Marivel's forces, but Marivel's forces are going to come from doing the optional dungeons, I'm pretty sure. So, one of them comes from Variable. But, I think the next thing we're going to do is... What is the next thing we're going to do? Whoops, I screwed this up. Let me see. What's the next thing we're going to do? That was like the first thing on my mind, doing Mad Luceid, because, you know, I got through it. Promise Catacombs. We could do that next. Locate this place, have Marivel as the leader. Oh, okay, perfect. Look for a book in Mariable that talks about the Crimson Noble Sanctuary. Awesome. Okay, let's do this one then. We'll just go in order of the guide here. Of like all the... Wait, is my thing not charging? Hang on, give me a second, chat. I'll probably never remember to edit that out, I'm sorry, but my phone was not plugged in. And I always like to keep my phone on battery in case, like, there's an emergency. Okay. So, Mariable. Let's go to Mariable. We will do the Promised Catacombs. And I think this is one of Marivel's force abilities, too, so we'll knock out 2 birds with 1 stone here. We have to go to the library and look for a book that talks about a Crimson Noble Sanctuary. There's a good amount of side content we have to do. I don't know how... I think it's gonna be... I think this, well, this playthrough is already longer than the original Wild Arms, because Wild Arms 2 is just a longer game in general. These videos, there's gonna be more of these post-game videos than the first Wild Arms. I think the first Wild Arms, I ended it at part 84. There were 9 post-game videos, so 3 hours, give or take like 3 hours worth of content. I probably made some of them longer, so maybe like 3 to 5 hours worth of side quests and stuff. This game might beat that time out a little bit. There's a little bit more to do in this one. That's great, because I love Wild Arms 2. And I did still want to do the content here. I really just, I actually haven't started Wild Arms 3 yet. I'm recording this a lot sooner than I thought. That being said, like with the original Wild Arms, I'm probably not going to upload anything until I finish the playthrough. When I did Wild Arms 1, I recorded it, and I didn't upload anything until the playthrough was done, until I got the Platinum Trophy. So ideally... the same thing will happen with Wild Arms 2. I'll probably not upload anything until just the playthrough's done. So for you guys, it's just going to be like, oh, it's all done. But you know, it'd be that way. We need to have Marivel as a leader here. See a book entitled Filgaia Theory. The theory holds that Filgaia itself is a single living organism. In this view, the world is a living mass and the planet is its vessel. Same book, same book. This is the one we need. The promised land of the Crimson Nobles is now forsaken. We Crimson Nobles were torn asunder by the blaze of disaster, and now I'm only one left. I must preserve the Crimson Nobles' honor and protect this masterless place. We'll meet at our promised land, an island south of the masterless castle. By Isabel Graceland. Is that like near south of Crimson Castle, I guess? I can read these other ones. A nameless maiden is led to a hilltop by a sword's voice. On the hilltop, she receives a sword and a name. She is now the sword magus with sword in hand and a werewolf by her side, Anastasia. The people call out, and she is drawn to a bloody battlefield. The blood-drenched battlefield is where she belongs, at the graves of life extinguished. Named Argetlum, the sword called the Guardian Blade was wielded by the Sword Magus. Wielded to vanquish countless demons, this sword is our last ray of hope, and in a dark time. Argetlum, the name means the rest is illegible. Aw, rip. Sacred Ground is where the Sword Magus first heard the voice of Argetlum. The cathedral was built here to preserve Mother Filgaia, so the great deeds of the Sword Magus won't be forgotten. The Sword Cathedral is a pride of Mariable and the guiding light of Filgaia. Slayheim's military seized power, but a resistance movement took form. Week at first, the rebels were united into a powerful resistance by a hero. Driven by a fierce desire for peace, they overthrew the king and won a stunning victory. But the hero in war became unwanted in peacetime. The hero was charged as a war criminal erased from the annals of history. I wonder who that's about. Mariable in the eastern part of the brow of Filgaia protects the trade routes. Sylvaland in the south is blessed with fertile soil and protects agriculture. Gil-galad's in the north uses fossils to protect its unique industrial technology. To the west is Slayheim, protector of the military might. But the power that grows too strong leads a nation down the path to its own destruction. I really like this world. It's really neat. The way they did this story was, well, it wasn't like perfect, but my word, this game was great in its story. I love the world, and I love the Disc 2. I love the way Disc 2 is implemented. With the sci-fi elements and everything. I think they did it pretty well. Sure, the translation for the game isn't the best, but, I mean, I don't think it ruins the game. I still think the game is great. This should be the way out. So now I think we're good to go to the Promised Catacombs. So, south of Slayheim, yada yada. Yeah, south of Slayheim is where we have to go. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, I also got some skills with Maribel. So Maribel has a bit more. I could show off what she has. Take Brad out. Take Brad and maybe take Ashley out for a bit. But let me actually show you. I have Maribel with some skills. She has, I got absolute, well, I've had that before. Twister, Thunderbolt, Escape Down, which is worthless, and Megaton. So I got some new stuff with Maribel. So we'll probably end up using her a lot more in the playthrough. So we have to go south of Slayheim. Slayheim is like the deserty area, I'm pretty sure. I mean, luckily it should just have the green dot on the radar when we're near a dungeon. Because that's a new game mechanic that I really like. Actually, wait, depending on where the Crimson Castle was this the Crimson Castle? That might have been the Crimson Castle. Well, 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 look what we have here. Look what we have here. Can't land here, though. What is over this way? Oops. Banana, banana, banana. Probably over here, I bet. That's what I want. Promised Catacombs.